up, everybody? Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to another episode of the American Idiot Show, episode 120 of the American Idiot Show. Happy 3-year anniversary, Dal. It is official now. 3 years.
3 years.
3 years of me getting pissed off and
roasted,
slowly dying, and doing it in front of the entire internet. But big up, Dal. Big up, Taryn. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah. How fitting is it? 3 years and this weekend could be the weekend. You know, it turns into joy for you.
It's gonna happen, guys. I'm gonna just go on. I'm going on a fucking limb now. I'm saying it. I've been talking a bunch of shit. You guys are gonna see some goddamn armpits this weekend for the red and white. Get ready. It's gonna happen. Dal, I don't want to see anything but fucking confidence out of you today. I don't want to see anything but chest. Okay, none of this. Oh no, Arteta's gonna fuck it up. No, the boys are gonna deliver. The deliverance is happening. The boys are gonna do it. If you say so.
No, bro, I'm confident. I was confident. I was in the show yesterday with Gianni and Chike and Natster and Zir was in there and Kwaji was in there. If I said the name right, shout out, and somebody else, and I can't remember. Oh, Steve-O came through, and I was confident, bro. I said 3-1. So, Arteta, don't let me down. Well, let me expand on that for a second. Sorry, TJ.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Let's just get into it. I
think that the players want this. I know that Arteta wants it, but I think that the players are up for this. I think Declan Rice wants this. I think Gabriel, Saliba. I think every player in the squad knows what Sunday means. And they know that it's going to be the momentum. If we win that game, it's going to give us the momentum to maybe get 3 more. I'm not going to go there yet with the Champions League because PSG are cooking. Barcelona are cooking, right? So Champions League, it's there. It's kind of like in the ether right now a bit. But if we win this on Sunday, and I already think we got 2 hands on the trophy. We just haven't lifted it yet. And I think we get the FA Cup. I really do. I don't see I see us winning. I see us winning the domestic treble. I see it, bro. I see it. It may be a long view, but I see it.
You see it. Okay.
I am confident. And I got some shit. But I'm the Champions League. About a month ago when we doing the shows, I was confident about the Champions League. But once I saw PSG annihilate the blue scum, and then I saw Barcelona actually put Newcastle behind the bars of the kits they actually wear, I was like, damn, this is going to be peak, right? So with that said, the Champions League, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But bro, I think we're winning the domestic treble. I don't see anyone stopping us on Sunday. I don't see City stopping us on Sunday, and I don't see anyone stopping us in the FA Cup.
This is such a wild turn. I was not expecting.
I think the league is pretty 80.
I think the league is done. I think we got it.
The City have to win out completely, and they have to score an extra 7 goals. I think it's a 39-32 goal differential. So that's another point. So essentially, it's really 10 points if you count the goal differential.
Yeah,
and from what I saw with Leverkusen, was a very controlled performance, very confident, controlled performance. Eze is on it. Rice is on it. Our back 4 is on it. I don't care if it's Mascara, Ben Tan. Well, I think Benjamin White's been carrying an injury forever. And hopefully Timber comes back.
Ben Tan instead of Ben White.
Ben Tan. So I am confident. I don't know how much chest that really makes me, but I am feeling confident, bro. I just feel that this squad right now is firing on all cylinders, and I think the deep breath of getting through Leverkusen, because you guys know the Champions League is step by step, right? You can only play who's in front of you. You got to prepare for those games, and it's a deep sigh. It's a deep relief sigh after you win and move on. So we did it. We're the next stage. That step is cleared, or as Taryn would say, that mission is complete, and we move on to the next mission, guys, which is lifting the trophy, the domestic treble. I really think we can do this. But again, it's going to be on the squad. Arteta can only do so much. You can only do so much as a manager. You guys both know this. You guys both follow sports exclusively. The coaches in basketball, the coaches in hockey, baseball, etc., all other sports, you can only do so much. This team has to put the weight on their shoulders and fucking go get it, bro. Rant over.
Big up, Taryn, my guy, BBK Sports. Go and fucking subscribe right now. If you haven't subscribed, you live under a fucking rock. Taryn, how are you feeling about this? Ben, we went from here's where we've been in 2 weeks, Taryn, and I want you to address this for me, and then give me your thoughts. We went from if he wins the title, sack him either way, to winning the domestic treble.
That's the world of football. But I guess, sorry to interrupt you, Taryn, but I guess the thing I'm trying to say is it is strictly on the players, bro, to get this done. Arteta can set up any tactics he wants to write on every whiteboard he wants, fucking draw pictures, whatever it is. It is on the players now to go out there and get the job done. And if they win it, I'll give 20% praise to Arteta and 80% praise to the players.
I agree with you with the players part for tomorrow, for the final on Sunday. Dow, are you okay, friend? Are you okay, my brother?
It's happy Friday. I've already had my grande frappuccino. I'm on to my Coca-Cola, so I'm on a sugar high. And I've been doing some great shows. I had a great show with Gianni last night. We talked for 3 hours, and I'm doing the show now. And I'm going to be on with Don C later today. I'm hyped, bro. I don't see anyone beating us. Like TJ, you've said for the last few months, we've lost 3 times, bro, in all competitions. We've lost 3 times. That's phenomenal. And at this point, as we all know, this would be the time Arsenal breaks down. We ain't breaking down. We're not breaking down.
So what competition did we lose those 3 games in? Big up, Manny.
What, those three competitions? Which ones do we lose?
Yeah, what competition did we lose our 3 games in?
We don't lose any. I don't see us losing.
No. The Premier League is where all our losses. We haven't lost in any other comp. The Premier League is the only.
Oh, okay, right. Thank you.
Yeah,
I said 3 in all comps, right? So I guess 3 in the Prem. Yeah. I don't see us losing at all. Maybe dropping points, but not losing.
And that's it, Dal. That's it. Because you would think Man City are in horrid form. They haven't lost a game since January 17th. That was the Manchester Derby. They haven't lost a game. They've either won or drawn. They've drawn 3 games that has put us back in the driver's seat. Now, if I ask you just randomly in the world of football, can Man City beat Crystal Palace?
That's got draw written all over it to me.
I'm saying, can they?
Of course. Can Crystal Palace beat?
Right, but and can Man City beat Arsenal in a game of football at their ground? Can they? No. Can they? No. The world wouldn't be surprised if we went to the Etihad and it's 2-1 City.
Bro,
That's a crazy result.
Of course they can. Anybody can beat anybody.
But they need, Taryn, the difference is they need to win.
They're chasing the points now instead of us being the one chasing the points. That's the difference. And 9 points is a good lead at this end of the season.
And if you know,
yes, it would be a whole. My enthusiasm would be a lot less. But 9 points, well, they have to win 3 games in a row just to tie us. And I'm telling you right now, losing. We could draw, but I don't see us losing.
We're not going to lose that game. We're going to draw that game. Watch.
Yeah, it could be a draw.
Arteta will set us up to do exactly that. Yeah. Just saying, he's going to set us up to do exactly that. It's going to be what they call haram terrorist football. That's what they're going to call it.
If we draw 3 and they win 3, then this whole thing shifts.
But Taryn, deep down in your soul, bro. You're a soul brother. I'm a soul brother. Listen, it ain't going to happen, bro.
Well, here's what.
This team is on a different level as we speak currently right now.
In the event that when we get back to Premier League form, because we don't play a Premier League game until April 11th. For me, Man City have one more fuck up in them. Then I'm there where you are right now. If they don't win at Chelsea when they play, then I believe it's done, dusted. And I say they have one more fuck up in them because I think we do too. I think we have a banana skin in these next 7 games. One of them. It could be Newcastle, it could be Fulham, one of them. So I'm gonna afford Man City one more. If they do not win at Stamford Bridge, it's done. Done.
I think if they draw us, it's done.
Yeah. But by then it could, because if we win 5 Premier League games, title is ours. 5.
If we win 4.
If we win 4 and they're included in the 4, yeah, fair play. But that game in hand doesn't look like an automatic 3 points for them now. That's fair. But on a day of the ball is round, 90 minutes of football, I think Man City can beat a Palace. They can beat us, and then it's a 3-point gap with 15 points to play for. The hell with squeaky bum. That's ass glued shut at that point. If this ever gets back to 3, gets back to 3 when we leave the Etihad Stadium now.
Who do we play next? We play Bournemouth at home?
Bournemouth at home on April 11th. Early
3 points. 3 points.
No, I agree with you.
There's a mentality now that we all notice. We know we can talk about the past and us chasing points, and I get that. We've been chasing points for the last 3 years, second, etc. But I think this point in time that I think if Arteta's not so geared in right now, that's a slight problem, but it's a bigger problem if the players aren't on it. And I think right now, individually, the players are on it. I think TJ's favorite is on it. I think Saka needs some work.
Getting a little crazy.
No.
I do want to talk about the players. I do want to talk about the players. But yeah, what is going on with my camera?
You froze there. That's an interesting face, though.
Yeah. I'm still here. Keep going.
I think in the camp right now, there's a lot of enthusiasm. And I feel the enthusiasm. But I also feel like, are we going to get let down? I don't know, man. I just think that with Declan Rice performing the way he is, with Eze really now looking like he found that role, and that Arteta says, yes, you will play closer up to the striker. You don't need to drop back like Oda Fraud, right? Be that player in the gap, right? And the girls are very nice. Tell them, Manny. Right? So I just feel like this squad and what they showed at Leverkusen was, even though it's Leverkusen, I get it, but that's a team that's only lost 1 in 14.
That's a difficult German side. I will say that.
They're a lot tougher than our friend Taryn here said they would be. He's called them bums 2 weeks ago. He called them bums, bro. I was there with you. I was watching.
I just saw those bums not beat a 9-man Bayern Munich team. They played Bayern with 10 men. They went down to 9 and Bayern equalized. I was so upset that they gave us a cup because I don't rate them.
Yeah, no, I get it, and I don't rate them either. But their goalkeeper has been good. Obviously, they got a decent goalkeeper, and they've only lost 1 in 14. So there was a challenge for us, and it was 1-1. So it was still a little squeaky bum time. It was, on Tuesday, a little bit. But look at that controlled performance. We should have gotten more. I mean, it could have been 3 goals in the 3-0 at the first half, and then maybe 6-0 in a run out, right?
Their goalkeeper stood on their fucking head. They stood on their fucking head. That goalkeeper, I forget his name. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Eze's goal was like phenomenal, bro. Like
Eze's goal was phenomenal, but every chance that by the time we got to Eze's goal, it should have been 3-0 minimum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And that's confidence. So even though there was the one ball, I think it was Goikarez, where the goalkeeper kicked off his toe and saved it around the post. I mean, if it's just an inch more, it's 3-0 or 4-0 at that time. And that's why I feel like I'm not fearful of Sporting at all. We may go out there and get a stinky 1-1 or a stinky 2-2, maybe even a 0-0. But we're going to annihilate them at home, bro. I'm thinking 4-0. And that's why I don't want to get too ahead of the Champions League, because there's so many tough teams ahead, right? I mean, even Bayern Munich is going to be a different Bayern Munich than what we faced before, right? So I just think, and I clearly said, I think we have 2 hands on the trophy. We haven't lifted anything yet. I think we win Sunday, and that will give us even more momentum to push on. And whatever happens with the points and so forth, of City winning, losing, I don't see City winning out. They're going to draw. I think they're going to. Exactly. I think that it was such a slap in the face that Madrid put on them, and it's dashed all their hopes. Holland, that's his first goal since December or something like that?
Yeah.
Or January, like Terry was saying, their last win was in January. Or their last loss in January or their last win?
No, they have a
loss was against United in January.
Derby.
Okay, and they came back and fought Liverpool and got the 2-1 win at Anfield, right? I don't know, man. I just think we're in a good position that we haven't been in the last 3 or 4 years.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you, and people, it's crazy how many people have been calling, oh, TJ, positive TJ, he's finally positive now. Yeah, it's because they've given me something to be positive about. Let's just be real with it. I have been extremely impressed, especially with the way that we conducted ourselves against Everton when it was looking very, very stinky for us. Right. And I don't think we've talked about Max Dowman on this channel yet, but what a fucking player. And the fact that this kid is coming in at 16 years old and 73 days, getting his first Premier League goal and getting that, and that first goal doesn't happen without him, period.
Right.
Period. That crossover to Nkapie, and Nkapie humps it into the fucking box to Mr. 14 Sweden. Mr. Swedish Bane, whatever you want to call him, and it gets us the win. And I lost my fucking mind. I couldn't believe it. But
that was a big game.
It's showing that this is it. This is the year. And Man City drawing against West Ham of all teams. Fucking West Ham. They're drawing against West Ham at the London Stadium, bro.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say it for all 5 people in the chat right now. It's fucking over. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the fucking league. We just got to get there. We're winning the league. No, it's happening. We're winning the league. So. It's just a matter of like I'm going to be honest, coming into this fucking season, the expectation with the amount of money that we spent, with Berta coming in, holding Arteta to account, Arteta, finally having his plans come through, and we survived the fucking injury crisis, the multiple injury crises that we've had this season. The people that were basically underperforming all season, aka fucking Martin Odegaard, is out. So we don't even have the option to put him in there. Captain's tax, whatever. Like, we've survived everything that has been thrown at us. Have we missed opportunities? Yes, but I don't think there's any way that we can miss any more opportunities like this. Like, the way that Arteta has been setting us up, even when, and I was talking with Zaw about this on Sarcasm City. That was a great show. That was a lot of fucking fun. That guy, he's so funny. But yeah, no, I was telling Zaw on there, I was like, look, Arteta sets us up to where we're not conceding more than 1 or 2. Like, we're not going to concede against Man City. I don't think we concede more than 1. Period.
That's where,
and I think we score because Donnarumma and that back line have been looking mad at us. Like, if we're being honest, like, Man City have looked discombobulated since they last won against Man City. They haven't beaten any, but really haven't shown me. Man United. They really haven't shown me that they have any sort of form. I mean, that Real Madrid team with an interim manager puts the pipe on them like that, bro. Like, and you got Real Madrid fans going into that tie thinking that they were going to get piped, and they just showed that you have any sort of quality against this Man City team that's extremely unorganized, you can beat them. You can beat them easily, and that's exactly what they did. So, and you ask me, you put us up against that Real Madrid side, we win 5-2 again. 5-1, whatever it was. I know, and it is confident, but if we weren't so well set up defensively, I don't think I would be talking with this much chest, because going forward, I still think there are questions being asked. But the people that we've been questioning have been coming through. There was a lot of people questioning Eze. He came through. There's been a lot of people been questioning Zubimendi and his form. When he looks like he can go to sleep he looks like he can go to sleep sometimes. But this week he was fucking fantastic. He was great. So these players have the ability, and that we are in, like Taryn said, we are in the driver's seat. I just don't see, like, at this point, outside of like Martinelli, I really don't see anybody that has been mailing in massive stinkers. Taryn, I feel like you're gonna laugh, and you have a horrible poker face, dude. Like, what am I saying that's outraging?
No, it's I hear it. I'm not ready to declare it over yet, is what I'm saying.
It took me a minute to get there. It took me a minute to get there.
No, because the thing is, right, that you always hear the Peter Drury commentary at the end of a game, one more twist. Right? There's 8 match weeks left, 7 for us. I think there is one more twist. Now, that twist could fall in our favor again, right? Because most of the twists have been falling in our favor. But just on the law of averages, one may go against us. Like the Wolves result went against us. I asked most people who come on my channel, I asked them on a given Sunday, on a given Saturday, you think Newcastle can beat anyone home or away? That's who we got right after the City game. You know, we have a couple, but regardless of what we do, I do think if City they got one more blimp, and then I'm ready to declare it over. If they don't win at Chelsea, we win at Bournemouth. Yeah, I'm willing to be Tony Claude all over again and say I'm not sure if I'm ready to go to the treble like Dal. But I think, the Premier League. But if this percentage, I'm saying 60-40 us.
Well, okay. Yeah, I mean, if we're looking at all and guys in the chat, keep the comments coming, because I'm telling you what, it helps the algorithm. And I know everybody's just like, preview the Carabao Cup game. No, I want to talk about every single competition before we get there, because it all leads to this. Okay, we talked about the Prem. We talked let's talk about the FA Cup now, because Dallas says we're going to win a domestic treble, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about that. We have Southampton. Who else is left in there? Man
Leeds
City and Liverpool. Leeds. Who?
I think West Ham or Leeds are still in it.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look. Hold on. FA Cup. What is going on here? My computer is crazy. FA Cup.
Big up, Bader.
Big up, Bader. Bader's here because we're talking, and I my Mubarak, my friends, and anybody who's celebrating. Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Port Vale, Southampton, Arsenal, West Ham, Leeds United. Guys, come on. Come on.
I'm telling you, bro.
Give me West Ham. Give me West Ham or Leeds in the semis.
Yep. Liverpool and City are probably going to cancel each other out along with Chelsea.
They're done. Chelsea and now Man City and Liverpool, one will get eliminated. I think it's going to be Liverpool. We'll handle Southampton, and then that's on April 4th. And then West Ham Leeds, that's going to be Leeds. So Leeds in a fucking FA Cup semifinal. Leeds United. What year is it? Like what? The fuck?
I'm not West Ham Leeds. That's a tricky tie. I think that can, to be honest, can go either way. I think either one of those teams can beat each other, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, and West Ham have decided to show up to some matches, select matches, but you got Mavropanos going out there and being an agent for us last weekend. So,
right, and then I think West Ham will have Somerville back as well, who I think is probably their probably best player. I think had a little bit of a better season than Jared Bowen, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been good.
Somerville's
good as of late.
Somerville's decent. Yeah, so I think between those two, it doesn't matter for us if we get them right. But in a FA Cup final against Chelsea or Liverpool, I think will be difficult. Right? I never said it's going to be easy. Easy never came out of my mouth when I said the treble. I said that we have momentum.
Oh, give me Chelsea at Wembley all day. You see the chest that you have for the league and TJ has for the league? That's the chest I have for Chelsea at Wembley. Like, that is a damn near guarantee. Like, we take trophies from them and at Wembley. Like, Azerbaijan is one thing in the Europa, but our last two FA Cups,
that was your expense. Bro. That was centuries ago now. Yeah. There's only is Saka the only player remaining from the Baku game?
Yes.
Saka's the only player we have currently from the Baku game.
Yes. I think Martinelli was in the squad.
I don't think Martinelli. I don't think we had Martinelli yet.
Yeah, that was 2019. Yeah, he was there. I think he was there.
All right, 2019 Arsenal. Sorry, I gotta look this up. I didn't think Martinelli was there. Baku.
Andy saying City will thrash Liverpool. I don't know, man. I don't know about thrashing them. I think if Editeki's on it, Manny, that Editeki is a top striker, and I think he could cause problems in that City back line, Manny. To be honest, I think Szoboszlai is having a great season.
If you stop Szoboszlai, you stop.
Was the starting goalkeeper?
Oh my god! This is
what
criminal. Okay, so I was right. One of the few times I've ever been right. Martinelli was not in that squad, but 2019 final, UEFA Europa League final.
Saka's the only one.
Yeah, Saka was in the squad, didn't play. We had Petr Cech. I always fucking forget his name. Papathopoulos.
Socrates.
Whatever. Koscielny, Monreal, Maitland-Niles, Torreira, Xhaka, Kolasinac, Ozil, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. And then on the bench, we had El Neni, Lichtensteiner, Iwobi, Leno, Mustafi, Welbeck, Jenkinson, Guendouzi.
That's the final is a miracle.
Oh dear God!
Ilev, Joe Willock, and Bukayo Saka.
That's that Unai Emery magic. Yeah, that's that Unai Emery Europa League touch.
That squad. That squad is actually diabolical. And guess who was in net for Chelsea?
Kepa.
Yeah,
and they had Eden Hazard.
Kepa,
Hazard scored 2 goals on us, bro.
Yeah, Hazard made us look
stupid, that was a fucking nightmare. That was a fucking nightmare.
Remember another fun fact: Mkhitaryan couldn't travel because of political tension at the time because he's from Armenia and they had beef with Azerbaijan, so he couldn't even travel to that part of the world.
Right. I forgot we even had Mkhitaryan
that year.
I forgot.
I was trying to forget that we had Mkhitaryan.
What 7 years? 7 years changes everything, man. It's taken 7 years to get to where we're at now. I mean, that's not good. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. We can't go back and rewrite the history, fellas. You know, I just feel like this is a complete different situation. You just said it. It's a complete different squad. I mean, it's complete from top to bottom. It's different. But Saka and Kepa, right, being on the other side. But I mean, that doesn't matter. He hasn't worn Chelsea blue in years.
I mean, and there is. I'm looking at Chelsea squad. There's no one left. There's no one. Yeah, no one.
Who's their striker that I even forgot? Was it Martinez? Was it
Giroud?
Giroud, he scored.
Giroud, of course.
Giroud.
Fucking Judas.
Yeah, Giroud. Yeah, their starting lineup was Kepa, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Douglas Luiz, Emerson, N'Golo Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, Pedro, Giroud, and Hazard.
7 years ago, man.
Dude,
damn.
How things change in this sport so quickly. It's absolutely insane. But we're in the driver's seat now in the FA Cup too, and that's a huge thing. The draw and look, if he doesn't win at least 2 of these trophies, it's gonna be a long summer because we have gotten all the luckiest draws.
Right.
We've been given all the chances in the Premier League. Our Champions League form is fantastic. And we're on the easiest side of the bracket. Obviously, we earned it, right? So, this is the year. This is why I'm saying the Prem is ours. And if we've been
on the receiving end of some tough, nasty draws over the years, man. So it's about time we catch a break.
United to start last year in the FA Cup, and we were on horrible form at that point, and fucking lost to what's his face? I already forgot his fucking name. Amarim.
Scamarim.
Yeah, Scamarim, and Kai Havertz missing a sitter. What else? The last 2 years in the FA Cup, who did we go out? I think we went out to. We went out to Brighton. We went out to West Ham one of those years.
Oh, that was the League Cup.
League Cup, yeah, League Cup, West Ham. I mean, we've been through hell, guys. I think the lowest. What was the low over the last 7 years? Let me ask this question: what was the lowest point for you?
Go on, Taryn.
The start of the 2021 season when Brentford came up and they fist us up 2-0. Then Chelsea came to the Emirates and Pablo Mari just got bodied by Lukaku. And then the following week we go to Man City. Xhaka 2-foots Rodri gets sent off. We get battered 5-0. We're -9 goal difference going into the international break. No goals scored, no points. -9, and Tottenham were top of the Premier League.
That's right.
My bottom fell out, brother. It didn't feel good. You know what I mean? And it was
the start of that season was awful.
That's when I really started to, something that I don't like this. I don't like this. And that season we only mustered up a 5th place finish.
And the worst part of that season for me was it's a tie between the 3-3 Southampton fucking draw at home. Oof. And then that was it that year or the year before that? I think that was that 23 or 22?
That was 23.
That was 23. That was 23. Yeah. So 2021 or 21-22 was that, and it was capitalized by losing to Tottenham fucking away 3-1. That was awful. And then 22-23 was the Southampton 3-3 at home. That was the worst. And then in the cup competitions, Nottingham Forest away to championship Nottingham Forest. We go out of the FA Cup. I don't even think it was the 5th round yet. It was like the 4th round. It was our first match and we went out. And I remember the Arsenal social media admin taking the fucking piss and be, our FA Cup journey ends here. I'm like, it didn't start. It didn't start.
There's no journey when it doesn't start.
I just remember. I remember that, and I was. My wife made me go shopping with her. I didn't say a word the entire time we were out. I was so pissed. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you guys got much better memory than me. It all kind of blends together. But I'm going to agree with Taryn on the time Tottenham really first. We were 19th. Remember, we were 19th. We were 19th with Tottenham first in that season that Taryn's talking about. So I think that was the low light for me. And finishing 8th, was it 8th 2 years in a row?
Yep.
Baku, of course, was a mess. But I think, I mean, just look how different the squad is now. Yeah. You know, just how different it's morphed into something that's like you guys said, only 3 losses in the Prem and none in any other competition. I mean, that's unheard. I mean, that's just, we would have never thought of that 2 or 3 years ago, even. Right? We wouldn't think we'd be in this position now. We knew that if we got the right signings in, we had potential, but you know, and I'm not going to give Arteta like it's Arteta. No, to me, it's Declan fucking Rice and Gabriel, bro. It comes down to those 2 players and specifically for me, and even David Raya. Right? How many times have we done shows where we're giving Raya the man of the match over the last 3 years? Right? I think specifically those 3 players in particular, and of course all the others have added too. Right? Martinelli, fantastic Champions League goals. Saka's done his work over the last 2 or 3 years. Doesn't really, in my opinion, deserve $300K a week, but that it is what it is. Odegaard, his second season with us was good. Trossard has come in with some important goals, but I think this overrides Arteta. Again, you can only say and do so much, bro. He's out there, you know, landing planes and stuff still sometimes, and I think that he's realized that, number one, Odegaard just ain't it. He's not captain material, and he's not Premier League material, right? And number 2, that, like I said before, you can put anything you want on a whiteboard. You're not the one going out there and pouring ass fucking rain, you know, and going up against a Chelsea or a Forest, who I say Forest specifically because that 0-0 I thought really hurt us this season, and going out there and just at least getting something, right? And I'm not trying to use the weather because I know the weather affects both sides, but it's just like there's something about the makeup of these players that are driven that we haven't seen. We just haven't seen this in the last few years. And so that's why I want to give the players props as a collective more than I want to do a manager, because I think any manager would set this team up similarly, maybe without the handbrake when we're up 1-0, right? I.e. Sunderland, right? And those mistakes at the end of the day, they cost us points, but we didn't lose those games anyway. We drew those games. In the past, we would have lost those games, right? So I just think that the makeup of the squad, I think everyone is right now firing on all cylinders who's not injured. They're seeing the horizon and what's coming in front of them. And I think we're being a little more, and the draws have helped, no doubt, but I think we're being a little more proactive in doing what we need to do to get done.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree completely. I want to expand on what you were talking about here, and then we will preview the game. And Ash is here. Ash, I had to call you out on American Waffle, but I'm glad you're here either way. Because when we were drawn against Wolves, you were nowhere to be found. But when we're starting to win and get on good form again. Here you fucking are. You can't prop the players the most and then crash out on the manager the most when we lose. Well, we blame the players here plenty. I'm not going to lie to you, my guy. Welcome.
We do player ratings.
We do the player ratings, and we we completely waste the players. And I'm gonna count on, I can count on like one hand how many times I've really gone in on Arteta this season. It really hasn't been that many times. Like obviously the 3 losses, a couple of draws, but like especially the draw against Wolves, I think that was when I really went in on him. That in the Man City game.
And the Sunderland game too.
I didn't go in on him on the Sunderland game, but I did. I definitely did. I don't even think I really even went in on him after the Villa defeat. I think I really just went in on him after the draws to lower side competitions like Forest and Forest and Wolves. I really haven't been on his neck that much this season. So, but yeah, I mean, if we're gonna talk players too, I mean, you got to talk about consistency, and you said it, Dow. Declan Rice has been the best signing for that Arsenal has had in honestly 10 years,
a decade.
Like Declan Rice, in terms of running this midfield, in terms of setting the standard, in terms of making sure that our team continually tries to meet those standards and is pissed off when he's not. Like, look, I know he's gone in front of the media and said some shit that people don't agree with, and I completely understand. But you know, he's allowed to do that, in my opinion, because and I can commentate on it. But at the end of the day, he's the one with the microphones in his fucking face. I'm not gonna necessarily give him a bunch of shit because I'm just a fucking low tier YouTuber. But you know, at the end of the day, he goes out there and he sets the standard for this club day in and day out. It's not fucking Martin Odegaard. It's not Bukayo Saka. It's not, you know, anybody who's been in this club for a while. I mean, you could even say Saliba, you could say Timber, you could say Calafiori. Like, they do not set the standard like Declan Rice does. Obviously, you can make the argument that Gabriel does, but in terms of just pure leadership, it's Declan Rice. Declan Rice goes in there and leads the huddles, even when Odegaard is fucking there. He is in there. He's in there talking. Gabriel is talking to his back line. It's this leadership. It's the consistent fucking leadership out of Declan Rice and the consistent play. I can really only name like 5 stinkers he's had the entire time he's been here. Like, that's how consistent he is. And anybody who shits on him, honestly, like, especially the ops, you're just jealous. It's jealousy. It's jealousy. And you've seen players in that midfield come and go. He has been the consistent for the last 3 fucking years. And like the team, you can argue, has passed Odegaard by. It obviously passed number 5 by. It passed, well, it was a train that Fabio Vieira and fucking Emile Smith Rowe tried to catch and they just couldn't. Right? Like, these guys are, it's Declan Rice consistency in the midfield, period, end of story. I mean, and I'm just saying, like, he's it and David Raya is it. Oh, he's too small. Fuck off. He's the best goalkeeper in the Prem. He's the best goalkeeper in the Prem. And by the way, Manny, I starred this because this is absolutely crazy. And maybe we can go into the game preview here. He says, I love the confidence for Sunday, but let's keep things grounded. As far as Kepa versus Raya debate, Kepa for me has to start. I don't trust Raya for a cup final, and Kepa has played every game so far. In the cups, who cares? Start David Raya. I don't trust this guy. He was made to look like a fool against Mansfield Town at points. Like, let's just be real, man. I do not trust Kepa as far as he can fucking throw him. I'm going to be very honest. Start David Raya. Big game David Raya. And the fact he hasn't played in a cup final for us, so how the fuck would you know? Anyway, sorry. I just thought that stuck in the back of my mind. I was just like, why? How are we not trusting David Raya now? How are we not trusting David Raya now? After that, trust him for everything else.
Save against Everton and the save against Leverkusen.
3 saves against Everton. 3 saves. Yeah.
He did go to pens against Palace, and he did get us through. He did.
Yeah. So. Why? I don't understand. Oh my God, I'm gonna get angry.
Kepa was in goal.
I don't fucking understand I just don't understand it. This guy's a big reason why we're even having this fucking conversation. Yes, he's made mistakes. Yes, does he play too far out of his goal sometimes? Of course, but Ramsdale did that, but he was looking like he was having an epileptic seizure anytime he got near the fucking ball.
And he just got panned by Barcelona.
Dude, like, yeah. Dude, we would be talking about being in Conference or Europa League right now if it wasn't for David fucking Raya at this point. Like, oh my God. Sorry, does anybody have like a fucking oxygen?
Somebody get Pedro some water.
You know what? I actually agree with Manny. I think we should start.
God damn it, man! Come on.
Let me.
Why would we start on Sunday?
I say, okay.
This is why I love, like, I just exist in my own bubble, and other people like have opinions that might have some fucking merit.
It's not an echo chamber here, folks. Yeah, yes. So the team sheet comes out on Sunday. If it's David Raya, I'm calm. I'm okay, David Raya. But if I see a Kepa name on there, I understand. Right? I don't know if the conversation that they had was you're going to be my cup keeper, Reigns leader Snow for the domestic cups. Champions League is Kepa, Premier League is Kepa. But I mean Raya, he did play well in the Champions in the round. Ash says I would start Kepa, and no. I'm saying it now. I'm saying I don't mind if he starts Kepa. I don't. He's our cup keeper. We don't even know if Pep is going to start Stretford or Donnarumma. Don't know. You know, so
there's no way he starts. There's no way he starts.
There's no way.
He's starting Donnarumma.
This is the same guy who had Rodri as an unused sub in a Champions League final. Pep does these type of things, right? Yeah, he starts Rodri in 2021 in Porto. Man City has 2 Champions League. He does this type of shit, Pep. So he might start that guy, but I wouldn't be bothered. I don't think that it's a good problem to have for Arteta, I guess, because it's not, one isn't shit and one is sugar. I think he can. And if you are Kepa, I mean, you have the right to feel aggrieved if the manager mentions you for a final.
I'm gonna be honest, like this is a big fucking opportunity, and you could argue, like, can I just say something and you guys can agree, disagree, whatever. What has Kepa done in this competition that Raya wouldn't have done if he wasn't in the same position?
Well, I also seen Raya last year in the shootout against Man United dive 2 days early. Made Zersky and all these men look like they were world-class penalty takers.
You're talking about last year in one competition,
right? But we had a penalty shootout this year, and Kepa won it for us.
Yeah,
in this very competition.
Right. You're right.
Why you can't sub the? Too bad you can't sub the keeper out right before the penalty.
I mean, Raya is the better.
You can if you have an unused sub. You can.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe he does that. I just think that the back four has way more confidence and security with Raya back there because it's week in and week out.
Agreed.
Right? And we've seen, even though I go back to the Sunderland game now a couple times, I still think Raya should have caught that ball and not let Gabriel trying to knock down Brian Brody.
That's happened a couple of times, though, Dan.
Right,
like against Wolves, that same shit happened.
The Kepa led in 7 goals in the shootout. Exactly, Ash. I just Kepa talk. This Kepa talk. How many did Raya let in
when we got knocked out the FA Cup?
Enough
to get us sent the fuck to Dubai early. We are in a final now. Don't tell me about the numbers. Yeah. The number is March 22nd. That's the number that matters. That's on Sunday. He got us here. So this is the thing about numbers. You can use them and manipulate them to tell any story you want to tell.
That's
right?
true.
I used to work for a phone company that used to brag about gaining 3 million customers every year. What they weren't telling their investors, they were losing 5 million. So it was a net loss.
I worked for Quest.
Yeah, no, it was Altel.
Altel pages, baby. Yeah, oh yeah. Altel was in Portland as well. Yeah, I think we're splitting hairs here, guys. I think either one is very capable, right? But Raya has been the mainstay, and I know not in the competitions, but the mainstay guy. So if you're Arteta, you go with the best. Regardless if Kepa's played the last 3 or 4 cup games, that's great. Kepa's there to fill a role, right, as the backup keeper, to do a job and get some time when it's available, and you can kind of see through it, right? You can kind of see through the matches, I guess I'm saying, right? You kind of say, I'm going to set a strong team up, but I'm going to use my second keeper because he needs to still get his reps in, so to speak, and he still needs time on the ball. He still needs, game activity. But when it comes down to it, when the rubber hits the road, Raya has more experience with our back four just over time. And I think there's a comfort level there that we can't overlook as well, right? If Kepa makes a mistake, he's done. If Raya makes a mistake, it's like, okay, Raya made a mistake. But if Kepa does it, it's like, it's this big thing, right? It's like he will be the reason why we lose, right? That's the thing. That's the point. I mean, if it comes to that, right? If Gabriel Saliba get nutmegged and Holland runs around him, and then puts it through Kepa's legs, who do you blame? Well, you blame both of them, right? But if there's a battle with Holland, with Gabriel, and Holland takes a wild shot and Kepa doesn't get down quick enough and it goes right through his legs, we're blaming Kepa. If it gave it to De Ray, we're blaming him too, but we know that Raya has that potential to not let that happen again. And I'm not so sure with Kepa. I just think it's a gamble. And all due respect to him, I think Kepa's a decent keeper, but he ain't no David Raya.
I think we're objective enough to watch the game and know that if Raya made a mistake that cost us, or if Kepa, if a keeper making mistakes in the first 10 minutes of the game and it leads to a goal, this type of stuff happens. But we have another 80 minutes of football to play. There is so much.
Aren't you live with Catch like right now? What are you doing?
It must not be his segment to speak.
Yeah, no, yeah, he must be like he set the loop on his OBS. Now he's like watching other YouTubers.
Jimmy must be screaming at him on the panel or something. That he's just
Pep is rewarding Okay, so if Pep rewards Trafford, we're gonna win. Just gonna go ahead and tell you, we can beat Trafford.
I'll take that all day.
Yeah. I would take that all day, and we'll go ahead and take the Carabao Cup. It's all about winning silverware, and there's no feelings involved for me. I'm going to be very honest with you. Raya has been consistent, and he shows he can do the jobs, and he can do the job in the big moments. Let's go ahead. We give him the start. I mean, honestly, start the best starting 11 that you can, because we do not have a competitive game until April 4th. Mm-hmm. So. Let's go and do it. We don't have a league game until April 11th. So let's go ahead and start the best of the best. No need to rest anybody. Go out there, start freaking we'll have why am I struggling right now? Calafiori will be back. Well, he is back. You can start him at left back. You can Starsky and Hutch. Timber, I think. Is Timber injured?
Yeah.
He'll play.
Okay, so he'll either him or Ben White. It doesn't matter. Ben White overlapping. I'm good with that. Normal midfield, Zubi, Rice, and Eberichieze. And then Trossard, I guess. Trossard, Saka, Gyökeres. Max Dowman coming on in the 75th minute.
Lunen's a good keeper.
Lunin is a good keeper.
But I think we're putting way too much into the Kepa Raya thing. Like if he starts Kepa, I understand. If he starts Raya, I'm cool with it. I think the fans are making
starting Cappy. I want him to starting Cappy, not fucking Calafiori. My bad.
Yeah, that's a whole different conversation within Cappy.
That's not a. I mean, that to me, that's not even a conversation. Piero in Cappy.
No, he's far better than Calafiori. Calafiori is a liability, and if he wants to go to Roma, go.
Let him go. Let him go. If he wants to, if he wants to go back to Italy, the fucking Serie ass, he can go back to Italy. As far as I'm concerned, that's fine.
With his Pearl Jam hair, Jeremy spoken.
That's hilarious. I'm singing that song at a show on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
That's hilarious.
It's a tune.
Weird. That is a fucking
tune. I think we're getting a little overboard with keepers.
I want City to play against Arsenal's best 11. You said that same thing. You said you wanted Real Madrid in the Champions League. How did that work out?
Yeah, he said they were on the man side of the draw.
Okay. We're on the man side.
Maybe you should be where the chicks are. Get away from the man side, Vader.
Oh man, Vader.
Yeah, you got punched in the yard.
He just got Vader just
got cooked by a beat Tech Madrid, bro.
That was
no Bellingham, no Mbappe. Who else was missing? There was someone else. There was another big name missing, and they got what 3-0.
I know one name that wasn't missing, and that was Federico Valverde.
Valverde, what a
banger,
oh yeah,
man. Rodrigo was missing. Yeah, Rodrigo had an ACL. So no Rodrigo, no Mbappe, no Bellingham. Come on, Veda.
We're on the man's side of the draw. Okay, yeah. Well, enjoy your fucking beach vacation early. Then enjoy. Like, have fun. Have fun. Yeah, have fun on the fucking tee box, buddy. Anyway. All right. Are we making? I don't think we're making too much of a big deal out of this. I honestly think we should. Arteta. This is the easiest. This is the easiest conversation. This is the easiest decision. Start your best. Go out there and win us a fucking trophy at Wembley. Win us a trophy.
What if you have a guy
to win?
What if you have a guy like Calafiori, right? That against Man City, he typically plays well, but he's not your best. He's not a part of your best 11.
Right.
Because against Man City, Calafiori plays well. Actually scored against them.
I'm not upset if we start Calafiori, to be honest with you.
And that's the kind of the same way I feel about the Kepa thing.
I'm absolutely livid if we start Calafiori. He Copy has been the best left back for the last month or two. I just Calafiori doesn't come close to Nkapie for me.
Arguably one of the best left backs in the Prem on form right now is Pierre Nkapie, and I'm just all day. He's a stud. And look, at the end of the day, I just don't think it's going to matter that much, especially if Man City decide that they're going to start Trafford and fuck with the lineup and do all this shit. Like I wouldn't mind, to be honest with you. And
Ash, I'm not saying he's shit, bro. I'm just saying between the two, I would prefer Nkapie. That's simple. And I don't really rate Calafiori that much. He gets caught up the pitch too much, right? He's trying to do sometimes a little too much inverted in midfield. And he's been caught out at times, and more times he's been caught out, than Nkapie is. Ash, that's simple. I'm not saying he's shit, bro. I don't think any of our players are shit. That's what I'm saying. This has been the best squad we've had, like TJ said earlier, in the last 8, 9, 10 years. I think every player has some value in this squad, even Kepa. Right? I mean, what I will be disappointed in is that I see Mascara start over Gabriel or Saliba, some off-ball thing like that. And again, not saying Mascara's shit or anything, but I think Ben White is carrying a knock. We're not sure about Timber. And I did say sell him, Ash, because there's better out there, bro. I don't say he's shit, but there's better out there. And he made a great Scorpion block, for sure. But that was like an instinctual thing. He ain't going to do that again, right? I just don't see that Scorpion block happening again. But I get what you're saying. And on the right back, I'm a little nervous because I don't think Ben White's going to start. We're not sure about Timber. And I don't have a problem, though, with Mascara at right back. But I would have a problem if Arteta gets in his head like, oh, I'm going to switch it up because it's a cup final, and I'm going to do something different, and I'm going to win the way I want to win, right? And then all of a sudden, we see Mascara in for Saliba or something wild like that for no reason, right? Calafiori ball into risky. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying. He goes missing. He's a riskier player than Nkapie. Nkapie is more solid. It just going forward, defending. I really don't think any player in the squad is shit. I don't think I've really said that this season. They've had shit performances, right? I think right now Saka is dreadful a bit, right? We saw him lose the ball over and over against Leverkusen, but yet he comes in with a good header on goal as well, right? He's still in the mix. That's why I say this squad is very, very good. This is the bench that we've been asking for. Could there be some adjustments? Yes, of course. Odegaard, keep Waneri, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the reality, right? The reality is Waneri is in France. The reality is Miles Lewis-Skelly has had shit performances, right? But he's still getting microwave minutes, which I think is okay. Yeah, bro, fairs.
With the form that he's been on, yeah.
It hasn't been great, but I'm not going to go out there and say, oh, Skelly shit, right? Let's get rid of him. But if there's better out there, Ash, I want the best. And I know you want the best too, right? We all do. And if it's sacrificing Calafiori and Lewis-Skelly, who I think are two of the weaker players in the overall squad, I'm willing to make those changes. right? If Calafiori doesn't want to be here, he doesn't want to be here. He's already talking about Roma. Oh, I'd love to go play in Rome. Well, go, right? I just don't think as a player you can come out and say that, especially the situation we're in right now. If we were 7th, 8th place or something, he wants to go to Rome, then I think the wheels would turn and make that happen. But I don't think he's really going anywhere. I don't think the squad is shit. I don't think any player is shit. I mean, 3 losses all season and all comps. I mean, that proves that the squad's not shit, right? The stats speak for themselves in that way.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask Taryn. So Taryn, what this weekend? What do we do? What do you think is gonna happen? Are we gonna win?
Yeah, I mean, I think we win it. So at the beginning of the season, this is one of the competitions that I predict that we would win. I was domestic cup double because of the transfer window that Liverpool had. I thought they were going to do a biz and all that. So I'm fully where we expected us to be. I do think we win the game. I don't think it's going to be the 3-1s and the 4. I'm hearing 4-5-0. Yeah, I'm hearing madness.
4-5-0 madness. That's mad.
The thing is, right, this Manchester City bunch, to include their coach and a lot of their players, have played in quite a few finals. Can't say the same for our manager, our players.
True.
So I think big stage experience matters. I think they got a lot they can lean on. But I just think we're better. I think we're better than Man City. I don't connect the Carabao and the league as much as many people do, because I think we could lose this game. We could lose this game of football and still go win the league comfortably. Or we can win this and find a way to bottle the league. I don't think they're connected as I think they can be, but I don't buy into the narrative. You have to win the Carabao to go on and win the league.
Right.
I just think this version of Man City, this version of us, I think we're better. And like Dal, I love the point that Dal made earlier. Mikhail, you'll put him on the pitch, but against Everton, you put him on the pitch. You took off Zubimendi, a defensive player, put on Max, an attacking player, and we needed a moment of brilliance, and it came. Leverkusen were being very stubborn, very resolute. We needed a moment of brilliance, and from Eze, it came. I think he empowers the players. Believe now it's recent, it's fresh in their minds. On Sunday, when we need a moment of brilliance, there are players on that pitch who I know, and they know that they can deliver a moment of brilliance. And I think we're much for them. Yeah, I think they can be got at. Their defense is leaky. It's everything our defense isn't. Our defense is strong. It's robust. It's experienced. Yeah, and I just think we're better, and I think we win it.
Right.
Not a big spoiler, but I think we win it.
This is not the Centurions Man City anymore. We are the favorites. We should be the favorites. We need to go in there and win it. I just hope we don't overthink it. I'm with Dal. I don't want to see Mosquera in the starting 11. Fine if you want to put him up, bring him on as a late sub if the game needs to be salted away and we need to bring fresh legs on, fine. But the starting 11 names it fucking self. Period. End of story. Don't screw with anything. Go out there and win. And the key to this match, guys, the key player is going to be Eberici Eze. He is the guy. He needs to be the maestro. He needs to be finding those through balls. He needs to be on it like he was on it against Frankfurt or not against Frankfurt, against freaking Leverkusen. He needs to be finding those players and putting in those incisive passes. And taking shots when he needs to take shots. Like the amount of bullshit that I have heard from rivals about Eberici Eze, about, oh shit, his impact really hasn't been that much. Okay, like tell me you haven't watched Arsenal without telling me you haven't watched Arsenal. This guy,
he shut all the players up on Tuesday.
Yeah, and all the ops. I can't believe some of the shit I was being sent in the group chats, man. Like, look, was he benched for about 6 games in a row? Yes. You want to know why? Martin Odegaard was coming in, and he has to get special treatment from this manager. Now that Odegaard is injured and honestly was playing a lot of U-shaped football, wasn't playing confident, you bring the guy over to Eze, and Eze, no matter what, you could say a lot about this guy. You can say he isn't the best in certain games, but he never lacks confidence. He never lacks confidence. And that is what I fucking love about this player. He will never show that he is having a weak moment. Okay. If he makes a mistake, he'll shake it off and he'll either go make another mistake or he'll provide a moment of brilliance for you. He plays well. We win 3-1.
Ooh.
Even if, that's what I've said. Even if it is a Declan Rice 89th minute, 2-1, 3-1, Declan Rice header, Gabriel header. Yeah, and then just like Sakalaka saying, City haven't been able to beat us in 6 straight competitive games, right? And I still think players like Cherokee are still kind of figuring it out. I think players like Reindeers are still kind of, they're kind of still figuring it out. Yeah, they'll have their moments. I know Cherokee's a top player, but he's and I hate to use this term, fucking hate it, but he's not Prem proven like Eze is, right? I mean, but I think that experience of the Prem, especially coming from League On, right, to the Prem, that's a big change, especially when you're in and out of the squad. He hasn't been consistent in their squad, right? And he's no KDB by any means stretch of the imagination, right? Holland can hurt us. I don't think Doku is that much of a threat if Timber's back. Timber knows Doku, knows what Doku's going to do, right? Savinho has been a complete flop, right? Like somebody said in the chat earlier, their wings are pretty weak, right? I think the players that could really hurt us are Rodri, Cherokee.
Is Semenyo injured?
No, he's fit. He's playing.
He'll play.
Yeah, but he's been playing the 10. And it hasn't really been worked out the last 2 or 3 games, and him and the 10.
Yeah. So
if he's on the wing, that's something different, right?
I don't understand that.
And I'm not overly even worried about Semenyo either, right? Even though I think, he can be kind of potent in front of goal.
He's been the best. He's been the best winger in the Prem, like far and away this season, I think. So.
Okay. Yeah,
in a Prem, and we've had these conversations in the group chat. In a Prem, where I don't think wingers necessarily eat anymore. To be honest with you,
right?
Systems have changed so much that I don't think wingers eat it here anymore.
Right.
Like central players are the players that are making the headlines.
Semenyo has more goals than Trossard in the Prem, probably by 2 or 3.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can argue, and what's funny is everybody was shitting on Saka. Like he's still one of the top producing wingers in the league, and he has been, and everybody keeps saying that he's shit. But the reason they're saying that is because has he had a couple of bad games on the ball? Of course he has. But the league is freaking locking him down. They've been doing that the last 2-3 years. So this, I'm not surprised by the lack of output. I'm really not.
Are you talking Saka? Sorry, did you say Saka? Saka, yeah.
And wingers in general, like outside, you have your outlier cases like Semenyo and fucking Salah last season. But other than that, like name me a winger that is that's been tearing up trees in the Prem.
I'll wait.
Like, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is.
You got to go back to Sadio Mane, Salah. You got to go back to Leroy Sané, Mahrez.
Exactly.
You have to go back to
Alexis Sanchez.
I have not seen a winger like a winger really, really cook like in the true winger form since Mahrez left. I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to be very honest.
Mahrez top player. Yeah, basically now they're just serving balls in the middle, right? They're not. Yeah, Ash is right. No, right. They're just there to cross the ball kind of in the middle and not cook the defender. I mean, when's the last time Saka's really gone outside the box a bit, taken up his left foot and bashed it far post? That's been a long time. I think he's done that maybe once this season, right? The rest have been.
It hasn't. He's done it. It just hasn't banged. And
he hasn't scored. Right. He's tried to get that shot off, but it's so predictable with him, right? So I don't know. We may see Saka kind of rise to this occasion on Sunday. What do you think, Taryn? You think Saka actually gets out of first gear this Sunday?
Don't let me near a microphone if that happens.
I think there will be a player that rises to the occasion, but I don't think we'll. I actually think Kai Havertz wins it for us.
Oh!
Yeah, that's my hot take. Donkey Kai going to come on in the 68th minute.
Or comes on? You think Kai Havertz comes on the 65th minute?
I think Kai comes on in like the 60th minute and wins it for us. Nah, man. I think Saka will start. But it seems to be something missing off his game. Like the I don't know if it's that burst of explosiveness. I don't buy this. He's lost space because Saka hasn't typically been throughout his career this speedy winger who outruns people. What Saka is really good at is how he shields the ball. He's damn near the best in the world at it. The way you damn near have to foul him to get it, and he's paid a price for that because he gets kicked a lot. But if it would be written in the stars, and someone earlier was talking about the Peter Drury commentary, I would just love the Peter Drury commentary of the star boy Saka signing the big contract, winning it for Arsenal, the first trophy in 6 years. You know, but you know what? And I know he hears the noise, and sometimes you can watch it in his play. It seems like he's forcing it a bit because he hears the noise about his GA. But if he makes the right play, pass when he should pass, shoot when he should shoot, I think he'll have enough. I don't even think Pep will start Nico O'Reilly at left back. I think it's going to be that Nori guy, and he is not a great defender.
Nope.
Decent, but he isn't great. So there's some change to be had there. Yeah, Ash, I think he did play well against Leverkusen. But Arteta left him out there for time, just wanted him to get a goal so badly. When I thought those minutes should have gone to Nani. But
would you guys be surprised if he started Madueke on Sunday?
Yeah, I would be shocked.
I would be too.
If
Madueke comes on, he'll come on the left. I think.
I would be shocked.
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. Especially like you could play Dauman over there, and you could play Dauman in relief over in the 10 position if you need a more advanced midfielder as well.
Right.
Like, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, if we need a goal in the latter stages of that game, put Max Dauman on.
100%.
Put Max Dauman on because and yeah, everybody TJ. Oh, well, he's 16 years old. Blah blah blah. No,
doesn't matter.
We were just talking about confidence and running at players and being incredible on the ball, and all. He checks all those boxes at 16.
He's ready.
He's ready to bang against these guys. Like, and if Ethan Winieri can do it, so can Max Dauman.
Yeah, he's ready, bro.
So, oh my God!
Yeah, I was cooking
or what? That's all I gotta say is Haaland cooking or fucking what?
Yeah, and then we've got this 14-year-old too, Munoz or something like that. Maybe Ash knows. I've seen on Instagram this 14-year-old kid that's already training with the first team as well. So, the future looks bright for sure. No, I can see where Taryn's going with this. I think Gyökeres is still going to have a tough time. I think there's a tap-in goal in him, or maybe he can get a couple shots off. But I still think we know he's been inconsistent, right? And I don't think that just changes overnight. It was a great goal, a great tap-in against Everton due to Max Dauman's superb ball and Kopia getting it on the carpet and Gyökeres being at the right place at the right time. But I'm with Taryn. If I saw Havertz come on in the 60 to 65th minute along with Max Dauman, then I think something's there. I don't see if Havertz comes on, which I'm sure he will in the 60, 65th minute, with Saka there, what that combination will bring. But if he brings Havertz on with Dauman, I don't think the Saka Havertz thing has worked out all that well. I mean, it did last season a bit, right? And it definitely did in January of 2024 when we scored 31 and conceded 4 or 5 in that run of January. We still lost the league, right? So I think with Havertz, though, Taryn, like we're saying, I think the substitution gets made, but I think we need more than just him popping on.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think against in the Champions League game, I think Arteta had a different rotation scheme but I think when Eze put his hand up for a sub after that run, kind of changed the dynamics of what he wanted to do. Martinelli is 100% starting at left wing tomorrow. He is, for his work rate, he is going to be out there. It won't be Trossard, it won't be Eze, it won't be Max, it won't be Nani, it will be Martinelli. And typically plays well against Man City, to be fair. But regardless of, the Saka thing Saka is starting tomorrow 100% one because he's going to wear the armband. Yeah, he's got to lead the team out. This is symbolic for the club to have Saka lead us out for captain us in our first five. Because this club loves some PR in it. So everything, we're going to win it. So they have to put all the optics in for us winning our first trophy in a long time. Because we're seeing armpits on Sunday, boys. However we get it done, we're getting it done.
Odegaard comes back and leads the team out.
Yeah.
Shame on you, TJ. I don't want to hear anything to do with Odegaard. Plug in my ears.
Odegaard passing backwards back to Zubimendi.
Let me run this by you guys real quick. I've even heard some rumors that Odegaard ain't injured, bro. That there was a falling out with Arteta. That there was a falling out.
ITK Goonie is coming out right now.
What?
ITK Goonie is coming out in the know.
I in the know. I thought you were going to call me Tony Crown or something for a second. No, but I hate TJ. I'm in the rumor mill too, bro. I'm not as popular as you, Mr. Superstar YouTuber.
You don't have the answers, DJ.
Do you have the answer?
You don't have the answers.
Tony, do you
don't
have
the answers.
You don't
DJ.
have the answer either.
You don't have the answer.
But notice he says, AJ, you don't have the answers. He never says, Val, you don't have the answers.
Superstar YouTuber is crazy, but okay.
Okay, well, okay, yeah.
I know people that know people. That's about it.
Yeah, I know Lee Gunner, gosh damn it, and it's true.
Yeah. I know. When my biggest YouTube plug is flawless, you know it's cooked, bro. You know it's absolutely cooked.
Hey,
Nice.
No, I'm wondering how injured this guy is. I'm just wondering.
I'm going to be honest with you, Dal. I'm going to go on a to quote the great Tony.
You don't know. You're not God.
You don't know.
I'm not God.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
You don't know. You're not God. You don't have the answers. You don't have the answers, Connor. You don't.
It's been far too long since we've drugged those out. I'm not gonna lie. But I think Dal, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think there's something there. There's something to that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you're right. I'm putting on the conspiracy theory too.
He had a falling out with one area.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. And he's had several rifts with these players too. I mean, you remember Trossard at the beginning of the season, bro.
Oh yeah.
Trossard didn't even look like he wanted to fucking be here. Like, let's be real, especially at the beginning of last season. Jeez, he scored a goal and didn't even look at the bench. He didn't even look at his teammates around him. Like, it is what it is.
Little Belgian prick.
The last person to fall out with Arteta is Odegaard. Yeah, because Odegaard.
I don't know.
Odegaard is just not that impressive to me. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very honest.
He's got one goal in the Prem.
He reminds me of that guy who just laps up whatever. He just laps up whatever the leadership is. Like he's a company man.
Yeah. What he is. Yeah, and I've seen videos on Instagram. I've seen videos of this guy put together a compilation of Odegaard busy at work. Have you seen this?
No, I'm not.
Odegaard is busy at work, right? He's like that one employee you work with who's always shuffling papers but never gets anything done, not productive. And he has clips. He has evidence of players like battling for a ball outside the box and Odegaard just kind of standing there and dancing around. And Odegaard, and then he had clips of Odegaard against United, which he was absolutely dreadful, right? And I get what Ash is saying. Like personally, they probably get along, but I'm not so sure he's that injured, bro. I saw him at the Leverkusen game chilling in his gray fucking $1,000 Balenciaga hoodie or whatever the hell it was, hanging out with his homeboy, making comments, talking, I just don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and you can slay me in the summertime. He's going this summer. You can slay me in the summertime, but not till then.
I would mind if he goes.
I'm gonna be honest. Win me a couple of trophies, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. To be honest with you.
Oh.
Win me a couple trophies, man. Then we can talk about summer. I mean, like shit, we got so much football coming up. It's gonna be coming out of our goddamn ears with World Cup. So it is what it is.
Tino thinks Arteta's gonna walk after we win the league.
No, he won't. That's ridiculous. Some people, like some people shouldn't be allowed internet access.
But hold on. Now we know Arbeloa is a temp manager.
He sucks.
At Real Madrid.
He's a joke.
I don't think he sucks.
This guy's out here dropping points to Getafe, and I'm supposed to rate him.
Right. Well, Xabi Alonso had the same issue. Xabi Alonso was trying to manage, and you can't.
It's a fucking unbalanced team. It's an off.
Right,
The team is built around superstars that cannot play with each other.
Right. It's built around Vinny. Let's be honest. And
it's built around Vinny, and then they try to put Mbappe. They try to put Mbappe out to the left, and he looks like shit. Like it's one of those things where like they need to bring it. Like, unless they're bringing in like Zidane or something like that, they're not gonna cook. They're not.
Right. But my point, where I'm getting to with this point. If Arteta gets a phone call and it says Florentino Perez, does Arteta answer the phone?
Yeah.
Even if we win something, I'm saying let's say we win the domestic treble and we go out in the Champions League to PSG or Barcelona or whatever.
I don't know. I don't know.
Does Arteta answer that phone and just say, "Look, because that's what I think that's what Inconsistentino's getting to is like he'll walk. He's not just gonna like quit to go fucking go be a fucking merchant marine or some shit or go be a fisherman somewhere." Shout out Taryn, my guy. No, right. So I just feel like the phone calls will come. If we win the domestic treble, there will be Spanish clubs looking for Arteta, and I think Real Madrid's there. Probably not Hansi Flick because I think Barcelona are going to win the league, right? And they're doing very well in the Champions League, and Hansi Flick's a winner, right? So I don't think Barcelona are going to take that step to try with someone new, but Real Madrid will try with someone new all the time. Who the hell thought Arbeloa would be the guy, right?
The only reason Arbeloa is there is because there was nobody better on the market.
Fair enough. Yeah, right, exactly. But in the summertime, Arteta could be like, I got the phone call from
I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't think Arteta would do it. I think he would stay. I think
you don't think he would go to Real Madrid, bro, after winning the domestic treble with Arsenal?
This guy is Arsenal through and through. I'm not going to lie.
He's not going to Madrid. I wouldn't because
not going to Madrid.
Fiorentina's not going to play at 15.6. And they only played Carlo 8. He might love Real Madrid, but he loves money more. He loves your family more. If you can pay, you make 15.6 to stay in London and compete at the highest level with Arsenal. Because if we win 3 this year, next year we're leaving with something. We're not going to do 3 this year. Next year, walk away empty-handed. Yeah, I don't think.
That's where you and I have had this conversation, Taryn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you want to sack if we win the treble.
I didn't say that. I said I want him sacked only if we lose out on everything else and we only win the league between 1 and 3 points, especially now that we're basically up 9 plus goal differential. If he loses this league now, the position we're in, he absolutely has to go. If we win it by 1 point, he has to go. We win it by 2 points, he has to go. And that means losing everything else. Because it's ridiculous for us to be – if we start losing games now, bro, we're going to have the most fiery show on episode 126, right? If we lose this by 1 point, are you kidding me?
If we lose this by 1 point, you're never going to see me again. I'm going to be honest.
If we lose this by 1 point, then Florentino.
I know.
I'm gonna pick up knitting or some shit. You're never gonna see me again.
How is it dumb, Ash? If I don't see between 1 and 3 points, I don't see us pushing on for 26-27.
No,
I've said that on your show, Taryn.
If he loses the league by 1 or 2 points, then Florentino Perez doesn't call him. So he would have to win everything to get on his radar, to get on. But yeah, I don't think he leaves Arsenal after winning anything because he would. Well, Arteta is there's no doubt in my mind that he wants to win. So in the event that we win this Premier League, he goes back to back. Wenger never did that. You know what I mean? So
but Wenger had I think a bigger span of control.
Yeah, but I'm saying after the 0-2 team, we were good enough to repeat in 0-3.
Oh, absolutely.
We lost a lot. Yeah, so I think Arteta's in a good place right now. I don't think they would have to double his pay, and they would have to just give him a blank check for him.
Yeah, my conditions, Ash, that if he loses the league, you get it, but wins the league, bro. If we're up by 9 points plus, obviously goal differential, and we squeak it out by 1 point. Yay, we'll be excited for 2 weeks, but we'll be like, what the fuck happened the last 6-7 games of the season, Mikel? And that does not build me personally with any confidence going to the next season. If he wins it by 1 or 2 points and we keep him and we don't make the moves we need to in the summertime with players and we're fucking 5th in November and then we decide to sack him, I think that destroys the mentality of the squad. And then we're rustling around thinking that I don't care if he no, and I get that, and to the root of my soul, again, Taryn and I have talked about this on show and off show, right? And even TJ and I have talked about this. I don't know. It just doesn't fill me with confidence, guys. If we only squeak this out by a point.
Okay, Ash, can your heart handle that? Are you in good health? Yeah,
I take blood pressure meds. I don't know about you guys.
Dude, I gotta stop drinking as much coffee. I'll tell you that. Yeah, no, there will be no coffee on Sunday morning because I won't need it. I won't need it. All right, final score, guys, and then we're gonna redirect because United's about to kick off.
There's a couple questions though. Inconsisto has a question there in the chat.
Okay.
Yes. Who wins the Champions League? He stays.
Yes. If he wins the Champions League or the Prem, he stays for me.
I'm going to be the outlier.
That would be a big bottle, though. That's a big bottle. I swear.
That's a massive bottle.
There's no way. There's zero chance. There's zero chance that
it's a big bottle.
I don't think that. There's no way that he's going to bottle the league. And
there's a chance.
I'm the outlier and consistent.
Chance.
I would. For me, I would sack him. If you get one competition, which obviously we don't have, would be phenomenal to win it. And if he wins that, that's tough. But for me, I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to go through 6 more years of bullshit to win a fucking Carling Cup next season. I mean, a Carabao Cup. And then
so he gets over the line 1 point, right? Okay, say we didn't like QPR, goal difference, right? And Champions League final. You sack him. Or we lose the final. Get to the Champions League final, but you win the league by goal difference. You sack him?
Yeah. Loses the Champions League and bottles the domestic cups, and we only squeak through?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're 10 points up. Like TJ said, realistically, probably not going to happen. But we've seen crazy shit in football, and that's where the standards and the ruthlessness comes. I mean, look at our scummy neighbors. They win the Europa League and then sack one of the best managers they've had in 5 or 6 years, right? And I'm not trying to compare. I am a mental individual, right? And I'm not trying to bring up Spurs or any of that crap, but it didn't make sense because that was such a big thing for them. I get it. But we're Arsenal Football Club. We are not fucking the noisy neighbors, wearing white, and becomes a standard. So that's my point. If we bottle it, make the phone call. Luis Enrique, come to the carpet. Zinedine Zidane, come. TJ, why are you laughing? We've got to be ruthless in some way. We'll see how much you're laughing when we're 5th in November, bro.
If we bottle with these players, like,
please search settings.
You think Zidane is coming here?
No, of course not. I'm just throwing names out.
Is coming here?
Yeah.
I think Bertha can get him.
Yeah.
I think Luis Enrique maybe. Zidane is not. Zidane, no.
Luis Enrique won the treble for Paris Saint-Germain last year. First Champions League ever.
Don't talk to me about the French Fry League, dude.
No, I'm not.
And that's what I'm saying. If he'll go to PSG, he'll come to us. We're bigger than PSG.
Well, no. Yeah, but they got that sweet Qatari money, and they don't need to worry about losing a league ever.
But they're not paying him 15.6.
It's true. Good point. I mean, money talk bullshit takes the bus, I guess. But
if we lose everything, and comes summertime, like Champions League, we lose it all. We have some fuck up in the league, blah, blah, blah. And you have a chance to keep Arteta and get like Kvaratskhelia for PSG, who we've been slightly linked to, or we don't get Kvaratskhelia, Arteta leaves, and we get in Luis Enrique. Do you keep Arteta and get KK? Or do you just bin them both?
There's no circumstance that exists if we bottle from this position. If we come away from without anything, I don't care if you bring in fucking Mbappe, he goes.
Yeah, he has to go.
He goes. He has to go. He has to go.
Right.
So, but all right, guys, I got to wrap up because I want to go watch the Man United game before my in-laws come in. But big up everybody. Thank you guys so much. Big up Taryn. Big up my guy. Yeah. Big up my guy. No kidding. Big up my guy Dal every single time. Big up everybody in the chat, especially Ash. Thanks for being here. Inconsistentino. Big up. Inconsistentino. Everybody. There was a couple of legends that came through today. Sakalaka, Chianlu. Obviously, we had Manny in here a little bit earlier, and then Bader. Big up Bader. Dude, Bader. I'm going to be honest with you, Bader. I hope you enjoy the Sky Bet Championship. going away to Port Vale is going to be a lot of fun for you guys. Let me know how Preston is in the winter. Anyway, all right, big up everybody. We're going to redirect you over. He's Spurs. We're gonna redirect you over, and big up Hugo as well. We're gonna redirect you over to Staffy, who is watching the Man United game, and then they're gonna run an American Waffle later. Bournemouth.
Oh, that'll be decent.
Yeah. So, all right, guys.
All right, fellas.
Until next time. We'll see you Sunday.
Love, gentlemen.
Come on, you Gunners. Do not let me down. Please
Come
don't.
on.